Possum in the House. The author of this book is Kirsten Jensen and the illustrator is Tony Oliver. The illustrator is the person who draws the pictures and the author is the person who writes the story. I wonder what this possum is up to and why is he in the house? Let's find out. The blurb for this book is what we're going to read about the book that we find on the back of the book. The blurb on this book says, Possum is being chased through the house, making lots of mess. Can he find a quiet place to sleep? Does this sound like it's going to be an interesting book? I think so. Why would a wild possum be in the house, and why does he want to find a quiet place to sleep? There's a possum in the house and he's hiding in the pantry. Help! Help! Screamed Mum. Oh, drat! Yelled Dad. Crunch, crunch went the cornflakes. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into the... Oh, I wonder where he's going next. What is a possum? A possum is a native animal that likes to stay up at night. That means he's nocturnal and he carries its young in a pouch, which makes them a marsupial. Let's find out where he's going. The kitchen! Oh my goodness. Look at the mess he's made in the kitchen. Tipping things over. Looks like he's been in the pantry pulling things out. Let's make some connections. Text to self. This is when we read the book and we think, wow, I remember a time like that, or I remember something that happened that was the same. What did you have for breakfast today? I had toast with Vegemite. Have you ever had a wild animal at your house? Sometimes we have had possums in our roof at home. Have you? There's a possum in the kitchen and he's hiding in the cupboard. Help! Help! Screamed Mum. Oh, drat! Yelled Dad. Clatter, clatter went the saucepans. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into the... Oh boy, can you guess where he's going next? And why do you think Mum yells help, help and Dad says, oh, drat? Well, if it's anything like my house, the possum would scare me to death, which is why I'm screaming for Dad. Help, help! And Dad's going, oh, drat, because possums are not fun to deal with. In Australia, our possums, they can get quite cranky when you're trying to catch them. He ran into the laundry. Oh no, there's a possum in the laundry and he's hiding in the basket. Help! Help! Screamed Mum. Oh, drat! Yelled Dad. Rip! Rip! Went the shirts. Screech! Screech! Went the possum as he ran into the... Oh no. Do you help out with the washing at your house? What is a laundry? A laundry is a place where you do all of the cleaning. Sometimes it's clothes, sometimes it's muddy things, sometimes it's things that you've brought in from outside and Mum says, don't bring that in the house until it's clean. So you take it to the laundry and that's where we do all of the cleaning. Sometimes it's nice to go and help Mum get all the washing out and hang it on the line. He ran into the study. What do you think the object in the study is that is next to the cup of tea? This object is called a telephone. How do you think this object has changed over time? Well, I don't think I see too many of those kinds of telephones around now. You use mobile phones or you have very slimline ones with push button. Back in the older days, you used to have to plug this one into a wall and put your fingers in to turn the dial. Objects can change over time. Can you think of another object that's changed over time? There's a possum in the study and he's hiding in the bookshelves. Help, help, screamed Mum. Oh, drat, yelled Dad. Rustle, rustle went the papers. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into the... Make a prediction. Where will the possum go next? Oh no, he's run into the lounge room. There's a possum in the lounge and he's hiding in the stereo. Help, help, screamed Mum. Oh, drat, yelled Dad. Scratch, scratch went the records. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into the... Oh, I don't know where he's got left to go. Where do you think? Lounge rooms or living rooms look very different today. Can you draw a picture of your lounge room? Do you have a TV or a stereo? If you have a look at this picture, there is what's called a record player. Those big black circles are called records, and that's how people used to play their music. But if the handle on the record player scratches your record, you can't use the record anymore. So it created a bit of a problem, which is why music is so good now, because you can use Spotify, you can use CDs. Things are much more smaller and compact and harder to break. The bathroom. Oh no, he's in the bathroom. There are so many things to get up to in the bathroom. There's a possum in the bathroom and he's hiding in the drawer. Help, help, screamed Mum. Oh, drat, yelled Dad. Squirt, squirt went the toothpaste. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into the... Oh boy, I don't know where he's going to go next. What are some of the things you would find in your bathroom? Put a circle around the things that you think you might have in your bathroom. Oh no, he's in the toilet. Ooh. Can you use your visual clues and look at this picture? Can you tell what the weather might be like outside by looking at this picture? When I look at this picture, I see that all of them look to be in their pajamas, and the dad's feet seem to be in what's called Ugg boots to keep your feet warm, and Mum's slippers even seem to have some wool at the top. So I'm guessing that they might live somewhere where it's cold, and maybe that's why the possum is trying to get into the house. What do you think? Oh boy, there's a possum in the toilet and he's hiding in the loo. Help, help, screamed Mum. Oh, drat, yelled Dad. Splash, splash went the water. Screech, screech went the possum as he ran into... Oh no, he's wet now. I wonder where he's going next. Let's use some inferencing. Inferencing is when you use the picture clues, you use the language that we've just read, and you use your own knowledge to inference why you think the possum looks frightened. Why do you think he might be frightened? I think he's frightened because he's being chased through the house, so he can never find a spot where he feels safe, and now he's fallen in the toilet. Do you think a wild animal would like to get wet, especially in a cold toilet, when we've just figured out that the weather might be cold? I think we're on the right track. I think he's looking for a nice place to rest because it is so cold, and now he's wet as well. Where do you think he might go next? Oh no, he's in my bedroom. There's a possum in my bedroom and he's sleeping on my bed. Poor thing, said Mum. He's tired, said Dad. Snore, snore, went the possum. So we left him there. What a good idea. Now he's not looking so scary. He's curled up fast asleep and he's nice and warm. What would you do if a wild animal was asleep in your bed? Draw the wild animal that might be sleeping in your bed. Thanks for listening to Carmen's Australia Storytime. Please let me know what you thought of this book. You can find this book online at Boomerang, Fish Pond, or the Book Depository. I look forward to reading you another great story from my YouTube library. See you next time.